Right, so this is what you've been waiting for, the rocket launcher. How quick can it kill, and how far can it kill as well? So, I'm going to fire Exotic first with a rocket.
Dead. Instant.
Instant death with the rocket launcher. Conrad, I don't think I need to try this, but we'll go again. Yeah, if you hit someone with this rocket launcher, they are going down. Another interesting little thing is you can hold 17 rockets with this size inventory for your character. So that's quite a lot. That's enough to do a lot of damage. Now, if you guys would head down the range, let's extend it out a little bit. Let's go to 100 meters, if you would, around the 100 meter mark. And we'll see if we can hit. Now, this reticle is going to be a little bit harder. Okay. There's going to be no damage difference, I'm thinking.
Oh, missed.
Oh. I thought you weren't going out the back. You can just measure it from you.
Okay. Hold on.
Easier so we don't actually hit the edge grid.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fire it at a precision target, such as the man standing there, to see how much deviation there is. Okay, so there is a deviation per shot. So if I'm going to fire it at that spotlight in the center, just up at the back. Okay, so it goes over 300 meters. Does one of you guys want to grab this rocket launcher? I'll throw it on the ground. Yeah, it's about 300, 293. Fire away when you're ready, guys. Just fire down towards the end above it. Okay, so let's have a look how far this guy goes. So fire again, will you, at the same spot? So has this got a full 800 range?
I think it does.
Yeah, so it's got around a full 800 meter range. Very interesting. Lovely. Okay. Let's go with the precision one now and see what the big difference is.
Go off. How far do you want us to go?
So let's do about 150 from me. Yeah, that's
150 in space.
okay. And I'm going to try to precisionally hit you. I'm putting you right in the center of the cursor. If I can, there we go. Yeah. So with the difference is there's no deviation by the look of it. There is also a longer reload time on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Right.
went straight to me.
Head all the way down to the bottom of the range. Now, I wonder, the questions that this leaves me with is this rocket, does this rocket launcher sacrifice something for precision? I can just about see you.
You hit me.
And you're dead?
Dead. Yeah.
Okay, right. That's answered a lot of questions about the weapons. We need to see what these things can do with armor now. So for the first test, what I want to do with the rocket launcher is fire it against the light armor on the left and then the heavy armor on the right. So Exotic has got the RO1, that is the basic one. Aim at the yellow, please, and fire when you're ready. Okay, let's assess the damage. Okay, so it looks like the standard sort of damage that would happen from a missile launcher. Let's have a look at the back. It's actually cracked all the back. Very interesting. Now, are you aiming at the other target?
Yep.
Release it, please. Okay, very similar damage. And let's just make sure Aaron hasn't made a boo-boo and made these out of the same armor. So that's heavy. And that is light, but very, very similar damage coming from both of them, and even some damage on the inside, interestingly enough. Conrad, do you have a ship there? I'll take that as a yes. And fire at the light armor when ready. Okay, that was 2. Thank you, Conrad. It's alright. Yeah, I'd say it's doing about the same damage as a standard rocket. It is firing the same projectile. So fire at the heavy. Okay, so about the same as before. I would argue to say it does the same damage. Check I've got them in the right order. So that's heavy's on the left this time, and light's on the right this time. So fire the pro. So the pro looks like it's a more centered damage. It doesn't look like it's got a large explode area, but we'll test that in a moment. And fire at the light, please, or the heavy. Okay, so this deforming's pretty interesting. It looks like it's done more damage to the heavy on this occasion, doesn't it?
Does.
Is it a bit inconsistent? Right, what I'd like you to do, Exotic, is come over here for this one. Okay, so heavy armor's on the right this time, Exotic. Stand right close to it if you can. to simulate you're inside. Yep, press your face on it, lick it. Lovely.
Lick
Now,
it.
fire away.
I'm dead.
You're dead?
I'm dead.
We'll have to test this with ship rockets as well, because the blast area, it seems like the blast damage is going through the block, even though that's not meant to happen. Go to the light armor a second, and fire at that in a sec, comrade. Give me a moment. Let me get to the other side. Fire now, comrade. Let's see.
Dead again.
Okay, this is interesting. We've not tested weapons for a while. Let's get yourself in the ship's rocket launcher. Let's compare this to the ship's launcher.
I'm dead.
Okay, so the damage is phasing through these blocks. Let's go to the other block. So this is the light armor. Expecting the same result. So if someone is behind a block and you have a missile launcher, you can kill them. Fire again at that one. Yeah.
Dead. Yep.
Simple as day. It's funny though as well. That rocket launcher, you know, it holds a full rocket in that tiny little magazine you put in the front.
I know.
Well, if you put it on the ground, this is one thing that really does annoy me about the update. This is the rocket I supposedly load into this. In that little tiny magazine with my left
hand. But
hand.
saying that, like, remember, they've still got this magazine, comrade, from the original assault rifle feeding the turrets. So there's a lot of little things they forgot about. I mean, and they've also got the standard assault rifle magazine, if I find that, MR30E, has the wrong model on the menu, and it also has no ammunition in the magazine. So there's little things that they missed that you probably would pick up. So stand next to this one. Exotic, are you ready to hit that button when comrade fires? And we're gonna see if the missile speed's at the same thing. So aim a little bit up, comrade, as well. Okay, and are you ready? 3, 2, 1, fire. Oh, okay. So you're right. The rocket missile looks a little bit slower, and I'm going to place this bet on this one. Conrad, fire your rocket now. Exotic now. It's catching it. Now, what I want you to do with this one is I want Conrad to fire, and as soon as you see it fire, Exotic, fire your missile, alright? Go when ready.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so the speed of the rockets is different.
Do me check with the standard.
Yeah, let's try with the standard.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Did they look like they were the same speed?
No, I fired off just a hair.
Let's try that again. So this is standard rocket launcher, or the cheaper rocket launcher, with the standard missile. Fire in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it looked like the rocket caught up in the last stage. Do you know what I mean? Go with the Pro a second, comrade. Equip the Pro. You got it equipped? Fire now, comrade, and Exotic at the same time.
I caught up because I find it's a little bit delayed.
Right, now fire at the same time in 3, 2, 1, fire. Okay, I think that hit.
My bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
Are you ready? Fire, 3, 2, 1, fire. It's catching up, and it looks like it's got slightly longer range. Is that the Pro you were firing then, comrade?
Yes.
So another thing we wanted to look at is how easy it would be to build the rocket launchers. We can see on the menu here, it says exactly what they need. And the RO1 really doesn't need too much, does it, comrade? It needs iron, nickel, and cobalt. That in most servers are quite popular everywhere. The PRO1 does require platinum. That would be a little bit harder to get. I think the biggest struggle with this would be the ammunition, wouldn't it? Getting the parts for the missile containers, because they need platinum, uranium, and they also need magnesium's not too hard to get, is it? But the platinum and the uranium would be a challenge to get hold of in a lot of situations. And to the production menu and weapons, and I'll put one in production on yours. So iron, nickel, cobalt. The iron order's been fulfilled, cobalt's fulfilled, and nickel's fulfilled. How long will it take me to get a missile launcher?
Too quick for me.
Far too quick. You can imagine someone's going to have a whole armory of these things. They'll grab one, fly off into space, harass people with some hydrogen bottles, grab one, fly off into space, and just rinse and repeat.
I'm just thinking because iron is easy enough, nickel's easy enough, and cobalt's easy enough to find.
Yeah, I honestly think that the missile launcher should be much harder to earn. You know, much harder to get your hands on. Maybe more resources required. So I think these guys need some more, like maybe some uranium to power the sites or something. Just something a bit extra, and maybe have the production time up a little bit longer, because this could be super deadly, especially if stockpiled by 5 or 6 guys.
It's like the Hydro Man wet dream, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is the dream of them people who fly around the server with grinders. They have now got a rocket launcher.
But it wouldn't take much for Keen to fix it, though.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't take much Keen to fix it, would it? So you could either increase the reload size of things, lower the damage, or Comrade,
mag lock your boots to the ground before you can fire it.
Yeah.
That's you cannot fire a rocket until you mag boot. Honestly, that would solve all the issues.
That would solve everything. So if you was, I mean, that's the best thing here. We're providing at least some solutions. We're not just looking at problems. Because if you couldn't fire just jetpacking around, or if you, I mean, yeah, it would solve it, wouldn't it? You had to lock yourself to a surface before you fired, so you were stable and down on the gravity planet. As long as your feet are touching the ground, it'd make sense, wouldn't it? But we'll see. It just takes away some of the engineering factors of this game, because a man now can print off one of these in a few minutes and take out a ship that takes an hour or 2 to build. So for this final test, what I want to do is find out if Exotic, armed with just a rocket launcher, can take out a small fighter that's took a number of hours to build. Maybe 1 hour. Comrade says it's about an hour's worth of a ship, isn't it?
It's not big.
It's not big, it's not fancy. But if the missile launcher makes this sort of ship redundant, it kind of takes the engineering factor out of the game. Of course, it's not going to be an accurate test by any means, because it's going to come down to player skill, but you guys go at it and let's see what happens. Ooh! Right.
I'm starting. I'm not a chance.
Right, okay. So unless this small ship keeps constantly moving, he doesn't have a chance. Keep fighting. Let's keep fighting. Alright, you try to shred him with your Gatling guns, and of course he's in a spacesuit. We've all fought Astro Men before, or Hydrogen Men, whatever you want to call them. They are a right bugger to hit. So his shots are going everywhere. If he had some turrets, he might be in a better position to fight. But he's missing all them shots. Rockets are coming in. Have you noticed it's harder to aim or anything, Exotic, while you're moving around like this? Or is it just you're working it out? It's the reload.
It's the reload. Yeah, it's the reload and trying to work out where he's going to be.
Okay. So and if you stand still, do you think he'll hit you with the gats?
Maybe.
See, it is so hard, this battle, to work out what's going to happen. He's not took out the fighter just yet. How much damage has he done to your comrade? Has he done quite a bit? Could you limp away, you think, at this moment?
The Hydro Man's faster than any grid.
Okay, so
you've got no chance of getting away from him.
So you're in a bit of a predicament if you come into this.
You can't hit him, you're dead.
This is why I wondered what Keen were personally thinking when they put this rocket launcher in. It is awesome, yeah, having a rocket launcher on, but you're going to have to come up with some serious counters, or the Hydrogen Man will get right up in there and blast you to bits. Anyway, let me know what you think of this testing in the comment section below. I know it's not super precise, but we're giving it a good go and testing it out with some fun in-game scenarios. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.